Hello. Hello. Look at this. Look at this cutie. Look at this little cutie ducky. Oh, yeah. This deck is satisfying to play. Okay. So, a couple things to note. This obviously is a very nice curve-out deck. Try to play the Llanowar Elves to occasionally get into some of these really juicy 3-drops. Gruul Spellbreaker is always nice. Krenko, Tin Street Kingpin, actually winds up being pretty disgusting when you can do things like buff it with Collision Colossus, or give it a +1 from Domri's passive, or when God-Eternal Rhonas is played, all your creatures double their power till end of turn, so you can get a really big Krenko. One thing to note, this boar that says when you attack, put a creature from your hand onto the battlefield that is tapped and attacking. When a creature enters the battlefield and is tapped and attacking, that is different from when it attacks. First there is attacks, and after that is attacking. In other words, Ilharg does not proc anything on Krenko. If you try to pull Krenko from the hand, it's just a fucking 1-2, okay? Okay, it's really bad. Is Domri a better Rhythm of the Wild? It's a little different. This winds up being a little different. The +1 obviously making sure your spells aren't counterable. But you don't have access to Riot. So. Domri to me feels a little more stable. Rhythm of the Wild feels much spikier and threatening in certain matchups because creatures are just coming down with haste and just bonking you in the face. So everything else here is just kind of like a curve out. I want to see if I can actually find this sideboard to this list. I think I just forgot to put it in. Alright. Twitter, guide me to the deck list. Where the heck was this thing? Hell yes. Let's get that Krenko out here, man. It's the opening not a soul wishes to see, huh? Where the hell is this list? Look at this! Look at this! Wow, this game is going to be over so fast, dude. Nope, game's not going to be over fast at all. Isn't that sad?
You think I'm crazy? Well, have at it, boys.
Boys, alright. I will soon find it. Alright, got there. Found it. Alright, so we're up against a Goblin Electromancer. This appears to be a Drake stack. So we're just going to plus out. Doesn't matter. Nullhide Ferox. Let's go. Arrgh! It's my favorite kind of pizza, day 9. I like a good old margarita pizza. Do you need special permission for the square brackets? Yes. Yes. Seem like a deep dish guy. I have not been enjoying pizza very much lately. Isn't that just like a straight fuck thing to say? I think I actually can't cast this.
Busting heads is my bread and butter.
Yeah, the thing is that, like, I keep telling myself, like, oh my god, I'm gonna get pizza, and pizza's gonna be so sick. I love pizza so much. And then I eat pizza, and I actually struggle to sleep. Can't fucking sleep, man. I get like fucking bread nightmares. I'm called, man. I just like cannot handle my shit. So if I swing with both of these puppers, we can just straight up fight this. No, I think we just do this. Very calm. There it is. See, you figure it out. Yeah, no, I keep, like, eating pizza, and then, like, I can't sleep, because, like, there's too many carbs and, like, sugary shit in my body, and like, I just eat so little, like, bready shit on a regular weekday basis. My body, like, freaks out. Psychic Muffin 1000 bits says, hope you and everyone else in this chat is having a wonderful Monday. It'll lead to a wonderful week. Anyone got any cool things happening soon? Man, that's a great question. Who has cool shit happening? Sideboard is actually very straightforward. It's, well, please go to the side, please go to the side, please go to the side, please go to the side. Cindervines. Let me just do it like this. Sideboard. I'm Kraul. Carnage Tyrant. And what's the last one? Ah, yes. Vivien, welcome. Very typical looking sideboard. Oof, so good. Ah, yes. Today, this is by the way, started watching your content back when Remastered came out. Love your SC coverage. Matched up against you in the Seal event randomly. Keep up the juicy content. Thanks, Daneo. Hell yes. Oh, we haven't pasted the deck list. Boy, I'm telling you, my brain's a little sluggish today. Yeah, anyone doing any 30-day projects? Anyone have any 30-day projects that are making some progress? Ah, good old Gutter Bones. So depending upon who gets played, like if Priest of the Forgotten Gods gets played, Domri to force a little fighteroo to happen is pretty nice. I'm just doing it, man. Maybe I should have waited until end of turn. What am I doing? Yeah, that was just not a smart move. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter the most, but still, not so smart. Oh yeah, Dreadhorde Butcher is so sick. Secret News has kind of wrapped up mine. I have a mobile IRL stream setup going off to an RTMP server hosted on an AWS EC2 instance. Then I might have overlays put on said stream via cloud-based OBS. That's pretty dope, a cloud-based OBS, man. Let's see. JRG CDD says, I should know the results of my internal interview no later than Wednesday. Hoping for good news. Team I want to go to would suit me better in its remote position. Yes. Lukey D says, I'm making a Shazam clone in Python. That's tight. Oh, yes. Albatross Time says, I got myself to 2080, and I'm going to see if I can write up a basic renderer that can take advantage of the tensor cores. So I do this, right? Then after first strike combat happens, then what? Then it's like deal 2 damage. Oh, I see. And then the Eternal Taskmaster brings things back from the dead. Well, I guess since I don't want that to happen, I play this.
Where do you see my mate?
Fights that.
There'll be nothing but dust when I'm
And then this comes down, and then it's pretty tough for Easy Style to come back from, right? I'm gonna go ahead and keep everything back because I like Domri. Like Domri to live. Ooh, Dr. Y Protoss says I'm writing a website to help DMs run games. Oof. Yes. Brute Cleverness. Happy one year anniversary. This is close to a decade viewer. Thanks, Day 9, for your profound and continued impact on my life. Your beacon of thoughtfulness, positivity, and a cat dad. Here's to many more. Hell yes. I like the beacon of cat dad the most. Is that is that appropriate? I mean, I think it's pretty clear. We're going to +1 this. We're just going to add that
I was
color.
raised by wolves, though they might have also just been big dogs.
I mean, this is pretty good. The Deft Baron. Dread Malkin. Okay. Let's get that Deft Baron out of here.
No more getting pushed around.
Decline. Superlatively decline. Alright, we did it. Oh, Dude Mortar 21, thank you so much for the kind words. Can't update the deck list, by the way. We have to wait in between. Thank you for the kind words, everyone. Pretty simple sideboarding. Mortar 21, I really appreciate all the pleasant words. I'm glad. I'm always so glad to hear that these streams of me just, you know, talking about my thoughts on shit playing games is really helpful for people. That's like the most important thing to me. That's like super important to me because, like, you know, I'm sort of fascinated by this idea that there's nothing that stops you from being a prick. There's nothing that stops you from being a prick. Like, you can actually be verbally abusive, manipulative, pit your friends against each other. And, like, that's not illegal. Nothing will actually stop you from doing that. And what's weird is that the flip side's also true. You can just make other people's lives amazing and help them out and do things better. Oh, by the way, we can only update the deck list in between best of threes. So we know that we need to update it. We just can't do anything about it right now. Oh, we can only do it between best of threes. Can't do it while sideboarding, unfortunately. It's just amazing to me how many, like, you know, there have been people who've just been, like, super helpful to me in my life, and they just literally didn't need to at all. They just opted to. Out of nowhere. So this is the one that we just nuke. So I could play this and try to force a trade, but I think this is better. Caro. Righto. So I started watching your YouTube content here because of Spell Slingers, and I've been super into your Magic content for a few months, and the way you talk about your viewers and the way you talk to them really made me aim to get to some streams and subscribe. Well, I'm happy to have you here, Caro, man. All the day nights, all the day 9 TV folk are just absolute primo A+ human beings, man. Just the straight best. It is so good. I love that this is what I have to do. I stream to you. It's so great. Meow. Was there a Lava Coil and I just, like, actually didn't see it? If we can get our Phoenix down. Yeah, great. I am hooked on Phoenix. Maybe we should sideboard out the Kraul Harpooners, or sideboard out some of our Phoenixes for some Kraul friends. Ministers are sort of interestingly difficult to deal with. Oh Mortar says, also, your laugh is fucking therapeutic, I swear. I almost choked today in the morning on my cereal. There should be a literal session where they just play your laugh to people. What is this? Oh my god. I didn't know it was a thing. This card is so good. What? What? I mean, I'm dead, man. I'm the deadest. Ever seen water burn? Like, that's game.
If you want it, fight for it.
Woo! Get me out of here! So I think, you know, what are you gonna do? I think nothing too dramatic. Bizarro Nova Dragon says, I think Ravager Worm is better than Carnage Tyrant. Fuck, we gotta mulligan that, don't we? I think we do have to mulligan that. That's better. There we go. Why no shocks in the sideboard? I would love it if you would instead just explain to me why you would put shocks in the sideboard and what you'd cut for it. Stream Decker showing the right deck? No, we have to wait until after the full best of 3 to update. Bring it on. Bam. So this tells us that Easy Style does not have any way to blow this pupper up. Alright, well, if at first you don't succeed, just summon only Nullhide Feroxes. Only Nullhides. It's just nothing but Nullhide Feroxes. I love Pelakka Worm. Pelakka Worm is just, like, probably my raw favorite card. Alright. Maybe the third one will get him. Fucking oh my god. Alright, we got a 1-1 and a recurring 2-1. Alright, what's the play? Yeah, no, you can light up the stage all you want, man. Alright, well, we got a couple of bing-bongers coming right on in. I think that basically this, yes. I think this is probably marginally better. Oh, fuck, I have to do it for both of them. Well, whatever. Alright, there comes the third one. I look like an asshole, but I forgot there's 2 of them. 2 of them saying you can't cast non-creature spells. Alright, that's my bad. Now I just look like a complete dick. Well, what do you know? I'm laughing hysterically. Ah, it feels good. At least I can pay 6 mana to ensure all the Nullhide Feroxes can come down. These have Death Touch now? Fucking hell. And, I mean, we win regardless. Here I go. Get this guy out. If we lose this, this is my fault for sure. This is my fault, like, for certain. I could have just chilled. Sometimes to get ahead in life, you must simply make a mistake. Here comes Domri.
Let's see some panic in the streets.
You control. Fight script you don't control. Ah.
My wild beasts will bring your comeuppance.
Do I want to keep Domri? Yeah, sure. You know, I like keeping Domri. I did not need to just chuck 2 Nullhide Feroxes away like that. Oh, is it a Vraskus? Oh, it's a Daredevil. I really need to chuck the Nullhides away like that. Ah, just fucking howling with laughter. Just like throwing him in there.
After I've licked my wounds. You'll see.
Alright. We may win this game yet. We only got 2 Phoenixes in there. That'd be funny if we did win. Look at that. Look at the power that we're able to showcase here. Isn't that fantastic? Ah, that feels nice. Alright, let's update this deck list, shall we? Alright, deck works as intended. Very positive feelings towards myself. Domri Gruul. Bam! Pow! The flickety flickety flow. Play first. Alright, not a good hand in Magic the Gathering. A better hand. In fact, a hand I can get behind. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Keep. Do I want that on top? Nah. Oh, it's my turn. Hey, Albireo. Happy 6 frickin' year anniversary. This has been here for a little while. Thank you for always keeping your chipper attitude and all the hard work you put in. Dude, thank you. Thank you frickin' you. Now, I'll note expressly, yeah, I think the Spellbreaker was expressly a better play. But I mean, you gotta go for Krenko where you can, you know what I mean? Hey, it's the Zodiac Griller. We know this deck. And is that lethal? 4 and 4 is 8 is 13. Alright, let's go ahead and play the big boy first. So now we can pay 2 to cast upon the Nullhide Ferox. Yeah, nice. So, how the what do I even do against this deck? I mean, I guess Carnage Tyrants are going to be good. There's typically not a ton of Eldest Reborns. Cindervines are probably bad. Probably bad. Probably Kraul Harpooners come in. Collision Colossus is probably not actually going to be that valuable. This is going to be quite nice. I think it's Krenko. I think Krenko is going to take a trip to See You Later Town. If I recall correctly, there's I just don't remember our opponent's deck that well. I don't know. I just don't remember very well. You know, I just don't remember it. You know, you can't. What are you gonna do? Boy, all the stuff that you're told that you shouldn't do as a kid, because it's not adult and proper and shit. Stuff's crazy fun. Crazy fun to do. Like, how many of you have blown bubbles in your drink with a straw lately? How many of you have done that? Oh my god, it's fun. What is going on with people boarding in Thieves of Sanity? Like, I don't think it's that good. Am I crazy? Thief of Sanity is a good card, but it feels much better in control versus control. When you're versus a deck like mine... It seem a little bit suspect to you? Feels bad if I'm like being aggressive. Like, was that really that helpful, you know? Jolteon happy, 31. Well, I mean, we are having some shit happen right now. What are you gonna do?
No accord, no peace. There'll be nothing but dust when I'm done.
What it stinks is that we're whiffing the Landos. So our opponent's actually just letting this occur, which is quite nice. Boy, that is annoying.
Nothing disgusts me more than law and order.
Yeah, that's probably a good one to keep.
Any skirmish you can walk away from, right?
I don't think we cast a spell. Or it says, would I watch a 1-minute video if you posted it in chat? I'm gonna go with the unlikely. You know, I'm playing some Magic right now. If you send it to me. Yep, that's not right. I was expecting a double block here. What is even happening here, man? Good. All right. Getting some work done with just 3 mana. I think we're gonna wind up jumping out of this game. It's more than likely death. We've got a handful of stuff we can't cast, and that's that. Okay, so our opponent likes to run the Thief of Sanity. Actually, we'll just put all the collisions in. With Vivien and collisions should be good enough. Harpooners for Thief. Semi-reasonable. Say semi because, like, I'd rather not have a ton of super cheapo depots. Rather still be more focused on the mid-range. Please, I wish to play the land. You know, I really think that, again, the only consistent criticism I have of Magic the Gathering Arena is that it just chokes up sometimes. Like, it just straight up lights out a lot. Lava Coil. And Grass Rampage is fair enough. Hurts a bit. But now you know what I got. I'm gonna hold on to this forest so our opponent doesn't know we have it. Alright. So far, so not good. We can get out like a Vivien Reid. I think we'll be alright.
All bow before I have other schemes to attend to. Witness a mote of my power.
Guess it doesn't matter if this is on the field or off the field. We're pretty much dead. You know, I actually think putting in these Collision Colossi was a mistake. Even though there is a Thief of Sanity there, I still think I should have just accepted that.
I will return.
Ah, I see. Needed a target. I'll take that action. I think I needed to make sure that I'm still being proactive, because the reason Thief of Sanity sucks is... I'm just going to go ahead and type out of this one. The reason Thief of Sanity is a weaker card against us is because we're a proactive deck. We've already won games against Thief of Sanity today because we were able to stay proactive against that as a sideboard. I'm going to close the game and reopen. So I think that the error is that we reacted to the Thief of Sanity being boarded in, which I think is just strictly incorrect. Because the reason Thief of Sanity is dangerous versus aggro decks is that you are essentially spending a turn in a card summoning a creature that is not going to be you're summoning a thing that's not going to do anything to the board right now. 2/2 is not a good blocker, so then you have to swing and hope that you wind up getting something that can deal with the board that's present. Also, you should be wary of casting a sweeper because you have now played a creature that dies to the sweeper. Things like this. Ooh. I think we still have to mulligan. Yeah, I think that we'll do this with the scry. Great. So I think all in all, I sort of... I've made this mistake in different ways, where it's like I have an okay plan, and then I go, oh no. Alright. Whoopsie doopsie. Yeah, I'll basically have an okay plan. And then I'll, like, sideboard to deal with something that actually was not really being a problem. Tristaray says, I'm glad you liked the second episode. For any of you who don't know, Tristaray in chat is one of the West Coast's finest connoisseurs of Korean drama content. Right up there with yours truly. Tristaray recommended a show. And I was like, alright. I'll watch it. I'll allow it. Episode 1, didn't like it that much. Didn't like it. Was starting to doubt. I was like, uh-oh. Membership revoked. And then I watched episode 2 on Sunday night, and I was just like, Kubi says, how come Rhonas over End Raze Forerunners? Let's see. End Raze Forerunners is... End Raze Forerunners is 8 mana, Rhonas is 5 mana. That's it. There's some multi-blocks that Milliken can do. What is so great about K-dramas, asks Shadowcast TV? Well, let's be honest. There's a lot of stress and strain and drama and fighting and yelling and loudness and noise in the world right now. And when it's time to chill and relax and unwind and let all those muscles turn into puddles at the end of the day, you know what doesn't really do that for me? Super intense, gritty TV dramas. Even like Game of Thrones, man. Well, fuck. I don't even think we have a way to targetedly deal with this. Shit. And so Korean dramas are like wholesome and uplifting and positive and great, and grand, and dandy. And they're so ridiculous. And they're one season long. They don't overstay their welcome. Although sometimes episodes truly are filler. The last episode...
Curiosity and wonder drives
Well, fart and fuck.
not petty wars. Who made my plans to not include you?
Oh, okay. Let's kill Ugin. He's kind of a shitter. Okay. Yeah. And... yeah! Bing bong. We're unbelievably dead as shit, by the way.
Squabbling.
Thought about Vivien's arc bow, at least in the sideboard? Nah, not really. I'd rather curve out and beat some ass, man. Like, Vivien's arc bow is a two-step process to get a creature. Don't do it, no. E-ah. No attacks. Korean dramas are like emotional potato chips. And that quote is one that I made up solely on my own, and I'm absolutely not repeating a quote that Trista Ray just posted in chat. No, no, no. I would never dream of it. Don't say it. What now, Milliken? Assassin's Trophy? Whoa. Give me that mountain. It appears we have come to an impasse. It appears the impasse has come to an end. If I slam this Banana Man down... I mean, I like this. I like just playing this guy and then hitting him with the good old... take action. Nope. It's time for a good old stale game. Stale game, stale game. Dave9 says, I love you, Day9. Dave9, I love you too, man. It's good to see you, Dave. Maybe one of the longest standing members of this community. Brood War days, Dave9. No, not a Jade Light runner. Yeah, Dave9. Dave9. I know Dave9 from way back in the Brood War days when I was in high school and shit. Yes, from like 2003. Well, farts. I mean, how do we kill this baddie? Do I just trade the null men? I think I'm just getting the nullies out of here, man. It's good to be back. I mean, that 7/9 Wild Growth Walker really is giving me a good old fright-a-roo, huh? I still don't really know how we win, because we don't really have any way to break the deadlock. It's not as though we have a flyer. I mean, we have a flyer in the deck. Like, I literally own a thing that flies. But, like, you know, what are you gonna do? All right, I'm gonna start the swingins. Try running End-Raze Forerunners over Rhonas. Kufi, you were asking a little bit about that earlier. End-Raze Forerunners is 8 mana, and Rhonas is 5 mana. I mean, that's a pretty substantial difference. Like, we still in this game would not be able to cast that. Great. Super great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Perfect. We did it, right? We're clearing the Bard. I mean, if our opponent has a fine finality, then we just deserve to die. And that's just the way that that works, right? Really? Alright, well, tight.
Let's see if you're worthy. No one knows the wilds like I do.
No one knows the wilds like I do. Ooh. Ooh, no one knows the wilds like I do. Ooh. Please attack with this. This is great, man. Milliken is just not willing to swing in. We're gonna resolve this. We're gonna take that action and get that guy. Bam, there it is. Another Collision Colossus would be hilarious here. Well, that's actually just fantastical. And then I, like, kill the Wild Growth Walker with a Growth Chamber Guardian, and that's, like, tight, right? That's, like, fucking cool. This is a better play, right? So we do this, the Wild Growth Walker will be forced to block something. Good. So
it's going to be like that, huh?
So now that this has happened, I can have this guy fight this thing to kill it.
When I'm finished here, there'll be nothing.
Then we play this, right? So that was better than just buffing the Growth Chamber Guardian and then fighting, because by fighting post combat we summoned a big pile of 2/2s. If you do not know this rule, it's that whenever you've emptied a Golgari's board, they will find the Hydroid Crisis. Fight with First Strike. First Strike does not mean anything in a fight. Nothing happens, interestingly.
Oh, have at it, boys.
It just doesn't do anything. First Strike is actually a combat phase. So First Strike damage happens during that phase, but if you have a fight, it's just I deal my damage to you, you deal your damage to me. And that's that. This would be an amazing game to win. This kind of would surprise me. This would surprise me a lot. Ooh, it would surprise me. Is that lethal? That's not exactly lethal. Let's just take this action. Fuck. Alright. Alright, okay. You know, I was saying that would be, like, surprising. You know, look what happens. You know, what are you gonna do? Aww. Alright, so that kind of reduces our probability of winning to 0, right?
Balance comes.
Pretty much 0. So there's one way I can imagine winning this. There's one way. Which is I get Ilharg or Carnage Tyrant off the top. And then if I get Ilharg, the next card is Carnage Tyrant. And if I get... I don't think that even lets us win. I think Stomping Ground is probably not going to let us win this one. So, what is the sideboarding plan, my friends? I think that it's a pretty clear. We're going to cut. Bing, bong, bong. Going to run this thing. Probably try to get in a fourth. The Krenkos are going to be a hell of a lot worse here, right? Because we just cut our Collision and Colossus. Vivien Reid is going to be pretty great. And then I think that this shape of curve is still fairly strong. We can make an argument for cutting the Direfleet Daredevils. I mean, there's a lot of things that have more than 3 toughness there, right? So if we get rid of this, like, what are we trying to get in there? Maybe something like this, just like the thickest, swollest, most consistent beater deck. Now I'm being a little brave. I'm being a little brave. All right, that's not a brave one. That's a good one. Yes, go first. Perfect. Ashiok plus the Fall of Thran. That would be so fucking good. Actually, wait, why have I not thought of that one before? No, get out of here. Ashiok War. Ashiok Dream Render. The minus is target purpose. Then exile each opponent's graveyard. Oh my god, if you have Ashiok up and then you Fall of Thran and delete the... Oh my god, that's going to be a really stupid deck. Yes. Oh my god. I can't believe I didn't even see it. So I think it's absolutely better to do the +1/+1 counter here. Wild Growth Walker. Alright, everything's going perfectly. Isn't Ashiok top tier in Modern? I mean, anything that exiles graveyards is pretty high value in Modern. I mean, we, like, actually can't curve better here. So I think it's like exactly Hostage Taker is the only thing that lets life happen. Never mind. That's fucking great. Yeah, do it. Do it. Ding dong. Whoosh wash. Oh my god, it's Ilharg Raze-Boar. I'm just chilling a turn, man. Oh my god, please don't have a Hostage Taker. Oh, Hostage Taker would really suck. It would really suck. Oh my god, I'm a very happy bear. Oh my god, yes, dude, so many things are gonna have trample. Wow. Yeah, you know what? I will put the Carnage Tyrant out and attack him. Rawr, rawr, look at him go. All right, so yeah, you can do that way. That's fine by me. You're gonna want to block with this one. This is the right one to block with. I don't understand at all. I don't understand at all. I thought this was going to get double blocked, causing it to death. But, you know, it's a pretty good board. Like, you know, Finality hurts. a little bit. But then we immediately win on the next turn. That feels good. Alright, that does suck a little bit. You know, it does hurt. It does hurt us. Let's go ahead and take that action. Just, you know, no offense. I just don't want you to have access to my... Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, you guys know about that interaction? Yeah, this is what makes the gods really good. Whenever it dies or goes into exile from the battlefield. So, like, this exiles it from the battlefield, so... I think I'll just take the action. Hostage Taker is a little problematic. They react to that and cast it right away. They couldn't, because you may cast the card, and if you're casting the card, you're still beholden to all the basic casting cost rules. So I think our go huge or go home works pretty nicely here. I did it. Okay, so I mean, yeah, I don't give a damn. I mean, this might not actually be the best mulliganing plan. If it's not, it's fine. I have lots of huge dudes. I think the deck is just right. We've achieved Goldilocks status mode. You must respect the Goldilocks. Quickly deny. Turn 1, turn 2, yeah. Yeah. The fight keyword's really good. Okay. Going second does suck, because they get to go turn 2 Wild Growth, turn 3 Jade Light, turn 4 Hostage Taker. So, like, I will have just played a Domri sort of thing. Alright, I think this is better if we just nuke this right away. That's actually quite good to see. Vivien. Alright, that's also good to see. Hopefully there's no land here for Milliken, but I would expect there to be, yeah. Well, we kind of have to do this, right? Just trying to avoid a Hostage Taker, but we didn't do it. That kind of stinks. I mean, I pretty much called this entire run out, huh? So the only thing we can do... Ooh, you know, that's what I should have done. I should have waited and saved my Lava Coil. Because we had some ways to deal with some shit. So that's just a bit of a beating to deal with. Because, I mean, if you can remove the Hostage Taker in advance, it's, like, really strong. This screams I have an Assassin's Trophy to me, so I'm just gonna scream back for this guy to just kind of fuck off.
You think I'm crazy? Where do you see my mates?
Alright, we will now win on the back of a Hostage Taker. Or on the back of a Growth Chamber Guardian. Domri's dead. We're going to take some damage here, but that's a pretty good outcome for us. Oh, fuck. I think we lose. Ooh, Liliana. Damn, Liliana is like so good in these mid-rangey guys.
I'm not finished with you.
Wow. Here we come. Ugh. Make a brother. Yes, take the action. Yes, extract another elf crab friend. Yes, play him immediately. Waste no time. Liliana is just so good. Oh my god, I think pure Golgari might even be stronger than Sultai with this sweet lady, man. That's kind of hard to say with Hydroid Krasis being always in the hand. Yeah, I mean, I have the look and feel of a dead guy, you know? That action, take it. Alright, so I think that maybe the way to do this, like the one true way to live, is draw Vivien Reid off the top. Draw Vivien Reid off the top.
Rise.
Rise. Oh, fuck. Alright, get me out of this game. I'm not playing this one anymore. Fuck. Alright, this Gruul beatdowny list. Having some issues, but I still think that there's an argument to be made that I should not have played the Lava Coil on the Wild Growth Walker, because we don't really care about the Wild Growth Walker. I don't know why it is every time I play this game, I get, like, Gobi's desert theme stuck in my head. Alright, well, this hand's fucking insane. If we're against, like, White Weenies or something, we won. Please, let me see a Plains. Play a Plains, Nagomi. What is this? A watery grave? Ugh. Holy shit. Alright. Is there any way to improve upon this? Yeah.
You call it anarchy. For me, it's just they can only punish you if they catch you.
Oh, you know, I gotta admit, I think that this deck is probably certainly worse than the other deck we were playing, the Selesnya one, but, like, did you just see what we did to that person? Wow! I mean, cut the expensive one. Cut these guys. Just put in Lava Coils, because we've pretty much seen that we have someone who's aggressive. Yeah, and by the way, that creature that's the 1/1, when it dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. How does the Selesnya deck go? Great. We hit Mythic with it. With a pretty solid-ass win rate. I'm sure it'll get lower as people improve upon their decks. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Nah. Get Krenko down. I have absolutely no idea what is going on. Search for his Kanta with, like, a unbelievable aggro card? Like, huh. Alright, I mean, I'm gonna go Gadget Krenko, man. Ah, come on, who runs that card? Who runs a garbage card like Moment of Craving in their main deck? Ugh. It's me, your Spellbreaker friend. Haste. Woohoo! Were there some new sound effects? That sounded pretty cool. Whoa. What? I hate Hostage Taker! Where's my Lava Coil? Get me a Lava Coil. I think I play this huge douchebag right now. Arr, arr, wah. So we still don't really know what the heck Nagomi's running. Some weird card choices in there. Yeah, I mean, that's fine by me. You earned it, kid. Alright, so I like... just do this. Yeah. Yeah, I just like... I'm just going for it. I should have played that post-combat. I had a change of heart. Yeah, you can double block. It's fine. Like, I don't really care. Oh my god, Paint Can 17, 5,000 bits says Wu-Tang. Ah, farts. Maybe we should cut the RK Phoenixes. Well, thanks, Paint Can. Welcome one Paint Can, welcome all Paint Can, welcome the 17 Paint Cans. They just dropped the 5k bits in chat. I cannot believe an emote of 5 fingers has somehow turned into, like, one of the strongest emotes that this... the strongest emote that Day 9 TV hath ever birthed. I mean, I can literally do this. I don't know if it's good to do this.
Busting heads is my bread and butter.
I can't be countered. Well, shit. Well, I guess we're keeping the lava coils in there. That seems like something we're superlatively definitely gonna do.
The many.
Boink. Alright, we might get there. Dyson, would it be possible for someone to post the white-green deck list? Should be right there in Stream Decker Bot. This is great.
Gods once, I am one again.
Ah! Ah!
Your existence is pointless.
Alright, well, let's put that one in the deck. Alright. No, Domri. No. Oh, Bolas is like a really good planeswalker, man. Like, really good.
One day.
Thank you, Kansas. Dana, what are your thoughts on switching from Hearthstone to Magic? I'm burned out / bored with Hearthstone, but not sure if I want to learn a new card game. Well, I would say, here is the metric that I would use to determine what. Because Magic the Gathering is free, my health doesn't matter. Because it's, like, free to play, and I actually feel like Magic the Gathering is extraordinarily generous with the amount of content it gives you. Like, you can unlock a lot of packs and a lot of cards. Oh, shit. That's gonna be a bit of a pain. Yeah, because you can actually unlock a lot of content, just play it for, like, 2 weeks. And just see if you like it or not. Like, I would not worry almost at all about, are you doing the right things? Are you, like, learning all the complicated rules to become the best player that you can be and whatnot? I would just, like, fiddle around, having some fun, man. I'd just straight up fiddle. And if after, like, 2 weeks you're just, like, still bored out of your damn mind, do not want to give Nagomi access to that card. gotta be honest, I'm pretty surprised at the degree to which Magic the Gathering Arena is very generous with the growth.
Of the multiverse obeys me.
Because, like, I obviously just dump a bunch of money in and don't even have the free-to-play experience, but Eric, my business partner, buddy, he does go straight free-to-play. So we do have some perspective with that. I'm aware that I'm slowly losing this game. Don't kill the ones that could provide free cards. I don't think there's anything that we could get to let us win here. Well, that's a tight play. What is the way out here? I'm gonna do like this. Ilharg kind of sucks because he can't do anything the turn he's played. God-Eternal Rhonas does something the very turn he's played. Lets us bonk in for a ton of damage. To make that space, I'm cutting 2 Rekindling Phoenixes because there's a lot of Lava Coils and Vraska's things going around. Sideboarding a Thrash be good in this deck. Fuck, man. If I get 2 land, like, the Nullhide Feroxes are, like, pretty disgusting. I'm gonna try this. I'm not 100% confident on this, but I like having the Lava Coil in response to, like, a Hostage Taker. This is probably our best card in the matchup. Alright, I'm a lucky boy. We just gotta keep that up. We just gotta keep that Lando stuff up. Alright, nice. Never didn't have it. Definitely want to haste here due to the prevalence of Lava Coils. So we would hope to have this Lava Coiled. Syncopate? Oh, Disdainful Stroke. Whoa. Wow. Alright, so that's a bad card that will not help our opponent in the slightest, and is a bad... This feels to me like the purest example of why this is a weak card. Completely wasted turn. Now there is a strong probability that Nagomi just loses the game right now. Because, like, this can't block. It has to swing in order to try to generate something better to block with. And this just gives everything vigilance, so... I'm just gonna double Lava Coil here. And, like, if instead of a Thief of Sanity, there was a Bedevil, could have just killed a creature. Something like that. Like almost any other deal with creature. Like, single target removal versus a deck that has a lot of large single creatures. You know, that sort of thing. See, I'm wrong the black shirt again. It's actually a dark blue V Gundam shirt. I mean, like, general rules that Thief of Sanity is only very good if you are not really under any pressure. Because it will slowly grind away at the game. But if you're just getting random cards from your opponent's deck, it can... It's not really a guarantee that it will help out. You know, you're removing deliberate, strong control with an active card that can do something with a... Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying the same thing in like 50 different ways. Oh my god, the dream. Yeah, Thief of Sanity good versus control, Thief of Sanity not so good versus non-control. Is that one of the Uniqlo Gundam Anniversary shirts? Yes. When did I start playing Magic? Mid-Mule. I would say that there's 3 phases to my Magic playing. I've been playing Magic since I was in 3rd, 4th grade. Like, really, really, really young. Bong. And I would occasionally do just basic, straight-up kitchen table Magic for a long time. Just a long time of good old kitchen table Magic. Okay, so this says to me, our buddy wishes to try to kill us ASAP. Okay, so I'm gonna assert that I would rather have I would rather have a flyer or a big boy. Oh, I don't have any choice. I'm an idiot. So anyways, yeah, so I did a lot of kitchen table Magic in high school and college. And when I say a lot, I mean like, you know, every few months someone would be like, hey, let's have a Magic day at my house. And I'd be like, all right, sweet. And then we would up and have a Magic day. Which was fun. And this eventually grew into, around 2012, I started to play more seriously doing drafting on Magic the Gathering Online, which is a technology about as elegant as Snood. It's like, it's fucking janky as hell, man. And no attacks, love it. I'm doing this on my turn, so that way my opponent can't stop this. I mean, it's just a janky little game. Did you ever do videos of MTGA? Yeah. And I did that for a while, and then did Spell Slingers, but really a lot of my gameplay was relegated to drafting. Limited. Because, you know, it's just fucking hard to get to a store and to play. I have no idea why this is not swinging, by the way. Probably because my opponent wants to conserve their own health, but it's pretty strong tell that there's no swing with Wildgrowth Walker intend on healing with Explore creatures. But anyways, I found playing Standard to be pretty much impossible because I would have to go live to a store, or I would have to build up a collection on Magic the Gathering Online. You know, what's the way that I could build up the collection? Oh, well, I could try to build up the collection by doing a lot of drafts and slowly building towards that. But drafting on Magic the Gathering Online was slow, because when your round was done playing against someone, you would wait sometimes like an hour for your opponent's match to wrap up. So, I mean, it was like grindy, slow as hell stuff. And so I was just like, well, I'm just going to do kitchen table, I'm going to play dual decks, and I'm going to occasionally play drafts, and that's just what I'm going to do. And then Magic the Gathering Arena comes out, and I was like, oh my god, can I play Standard? And for the very first time, I just felt like it was unbelievably easy and comfortable to just play Standard. I don't need to block that. I don't need to take any risks here. Just keep my flappers alive. Situation was a bit unfortunate. Okay, so now my opponent dies in a lot of circumstances. Like, my opponent now needs a way to heal for some amount. So I obviously have to block this, because that's just 7 damage right away. And if I block like this, this is 9 damage that comes through and I eat one thing, so that's the right play. And why do this? There must be like double explore up. Or some such thing. What? Alright. Alright, so we're gonna... We don't want these. We probably don't want those now. I'm gonna bring in these, bring in Vivien. Still don't feel that good about those. Kraul Harpooners are just not the goodest. I mean, I'm gonna go with this weird sideboarding plan again. Yeah, I mean, I actually think that Magic the Gathering Arena is, like, the most powerful thing that has ever happened to a game. Which is actually a really cheaterish thing to say, because there's pretty much only Magic is the only example of a game that was long-standing, but unable to hit the next level that then spiked up. I can think of no other game that's done this, with maybe the exception of Path of Exile and Warframe, with their continuous chipping away of content. What about Dota 1 to Dota 2? That's a good example. That's a good example. Most of the time a game just launches, and it's just the way that it is at launch. I'll work with you a little bit later, my friend. It's just a very cheaterish thing to say, because it's not like a lot of games have an opportunity to transform. It's a weird card to run. I mean, I feel like I may as well. I have a second Lava Coil. I'd like another red source to be able to play Rekindling Phoenix and then respond to a hostage taker by Lava Coiling it. That's the big thing I want to preserve. Shadowcast as a legacy player in Magic, although I think Arena is really great for Standard and Limited. Really makes me wish that I could play the format I love the most on this platform. Yeah, no, I mean, I hear you there. This feels very much to me like Dark Ecologist has a hostage taker in hand, because this means no Wild Growth Walkers, no Merfolk Branch Walkers, no Jade Light Rangers, Jade Light Runners. I mean, it's hard for me to look at Dark Ecologist's hand and go, I know what's in there. So now that something for 4 mana has been played, this is fucking spectacular. Farts. Starting to be able to make more sense of the hand. Kraul Harpooners don't quite make a lot of sense to me as to what their value is in that deck. What is the thing of beauty?
Come to me.
I think I actually want this card. So she's going to get bonked down to 1, which is great, because we're going to get another activation, and it's plausible we can save her by going land,
again.
Nullhide Lava Coil. Okay, now we can't save her. Isn't that sad? What else is in the hand? Wow, that's a shit hand. Tight. Okay, so now we're just looking for the biggest, baddest baddie we can possibly get. God-Eternal Rhonas is an awfully good baddie. So I think that we're going to just play the Nullhide Ferox. Oh, God. I mean, just like being me is so painful on some days, you know that? It hurts. It just stings. It's a searing pain. I needed to play the Lava Coil first. Yeah. I saw that mistakey coming from a mile away. Oh no, how pathetically she dies.
I'll be back, just like before.
Okey-dokey. You think I'm not bonking, you're crazy. Emperor Kirby says, a little off-topic question. People have gone through the college thing. Curious how often you found yourself eating alone. Found myself eating alone a lot. Can't always normal if I should be making more active effort to reach out. Well, let me just say, I fucking missed my turn to shoot with a Lava Coil. Shit, it's okay. There's going to be a hostage taker. It's going to get played on the Rekindling Phoenix, and then I'm going to be able to kill it. I'm the best player here. Everyone else is a little bit worse than your pal Day9. What a relief that my mistakes wind up helping me out here. Oh, what a fantastic moment in life. I'm back and I'm a bird. I have 2 large things, and Dark Ecologist has 2 middle-sized things. Well, here comes another hostage taker. It's gonna be fucking sad, dude. But yeah, I would say something's burning. 1 second. As long as everyone's safe and not on fire. Oh my god, some toast has been burned. It's a complete crisis. One of the cats was just cooking some toast and accidentally forgot about it in the oven. Yeah. Toast. Yeah, no, so let me say, like, I think that there's absolutely nothing wrong with just alright. Okie dokie. I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with just being like, yeah, no, I don't like eating with a bunch of people all the time. It's just not my thing. It's just not my thing. That's like totally fine. I would never feel weird about that, ever. I ate alone all the time, and it was fantastic. Put my headphones in, listen to some sweet music. Ooh. So good. But if you're feeling a little lonely, it's good to investigate whether, you know, opportunities to eat out with the buddies. Death touch. Sort of rambling at this point, but yeah, you know. I think it's a good thing to sort of ask yourself, like, okay, let me search within and find out, am I actually lonely? Am I actually running away from something by eating alone? Is it like a discomfort, insecurity, or some such thing? And it could be the answer is no. Like, I do not socialize very much, and in fact, I don't like to socialize very much. I like to be alone a lot and refill the energy tank, you know? I love people. Love people. People are the coolest, man. Too much people. Not a fan. Well, you picked the perfect career. Yeah, it feels like a pretty good career. You know, it feels like pretty good. You know, it's like pretty good. Maybe I actually do want Collision Colossus. Maybe I do want it. Maybe I do want the Collision Colossus. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's a Wild Growth Walker popping off. Dish, dish. Like, last week actually wore me out so much because I went to see Endgame on Thursday night. I was like, totally roasted, consequently, man. I just die, don't I? I think my going slow plan is not quite working, I think it's not quite working. I feel like I want to still be lower on the curve. How do I do this? Maybe I do want these guys in here. This feels like a weird one to add. I'm gonna try this a little bit. I'm just not exactly sure how to mulligan against this. Give me JP says I'm actually exhausting to be around. It's true. Man. It was intense to go all the way out to the city and to see all these people. Yeah, we're gonna hang on to this. There's nothing wrong with just saying that was great, but I can only do it one night a week. Those myth stories. All right. Maybe we killed ourselves. I wish I hadn't killed myself. You know. Maybe. Okay. Uh-oh. How do you feel about Ilharg so far? He is okay. He feels okay. He's the okayest guy. I prefer Rhonas. Yeah, it's me, Krenko. Rawr. Really? Hostage taken? Ooh, yeah. All right. Oh my god, sick. All right. Oh. As much as I love the Rekindling Phoenix, the Nullhide Ferox is very much so better. All right. Perfect target for that. Yes. All right. Hell yeah. Uh-oh. Looks like we're just building up the army of hexproofers. Alright, this is going to be really hard for dark ecologists to deal with. Nullhide Ferox is the best against Golgari. I know I should be calling it Sultai mid-range, but it's just freaking Golgari, man. Can we agree that? What determines if a card gets an animation? Nick, I think it's honestly that they start with the mythics, but then they just try to add as many animations as they can. Yeah, like wet Golgari or moist Golgari. I think those are both very suitable. Heal, heal, heal. Wow, that's like bad luck. This is so awesome. like a double block can kill Nullhide Ferox. There's gonna be a triple block. God, this is so good. And now if I draw one land, I have a pair of Carnage Tyrants here. This is fantastic. Toot, toot, woo. Oh my gosh, look at this. Everything's so small. This is so great. This is so great. Alright. I just had, like, these... the Nullhide Ferox has got to be the most ridiculous looking thing I have ever seen. And now we get the Carnage Tyrant. I mean, that's just so good. Like, double blocking like this can force a nice exchange. There's a lot of mythics in this deck. Yeah, this is a pricey one. We got some mythics, we got some mythics, we got some mythics. Like, literally, I just got a handful of mythics. But these are... if you think of the amount of power per hour that these mythics are pounding out, man. These are cheap. These are cheap cards. Because this Carnage Tyrant is in, like, most of my green decks. Look at how silly this guy looks. It's like an angry rug. Logix is yielding. I started playing a couple months ago. Made it to Platinum with a budget white weenie deck. Any tips for trying to climb higher for a free-to-play player? Yes. Switch to best of 3, man. Switch to best of 3. That's where you'll really start learning that game. You'll have some agonizingly brutal games for a little bit. It will be all good. Got him. Ba-boom, pa-poom. Because this is 5 total health that can prevent this from... this can get cut down to 2, but then it's a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah! Alright, now, you know, your pal Day 9, he needs to make some chicken. We're going to keep on playing tomorrow. But you can get any of these deck lists with the Stream Decker tool that's recording all this stuff. I'll once again state that on Monday, we're doing the most ridiculous Magic show humanly possible on Monday. It's a show called What the Deck, Episode 1, sponsored by Wizards of the Coast. The way it works is you go to the Day 9 TV Discord, which is discord.gg/Day9TV, and you're going to submit either a deck for me or a deck for Brian Kibler. My decks are going to be the Fibblethip decks. They're going to contain 4 copies of Fibblethip the Lost. Or you may submit a deck to Brian Kibler that will contain 3 Niv Mizzet Reborns, and every single other spell must be multicolored. And submit those over at the Day 9 TV Discord. Yeah. For any 30-day projectors, we're doing the review session of the 30-day projects on next Friday, May 10th at 1 p.m.